everyone, I've got a few things to share with you today. Firstly, there's my crazy hairstyle. First, I've got this dress. This is a dress that came on the Steffi doll, and it had this over the top of it. This bit was attached to it. It's like a mesh, but the mesh is, when I washed it, and I did wash it very gently by hand, you can see that it's got pulls and holes in it. So it was on like this with the sleeves, and it was all coming on, it had all come undone around here anyway, so I just cut it off altogether because I thought the dress still looked nice like that. I've washed and ironed the dress, it's come out really well. So yeah, I think it looks all right now without that bit of net on it. So that was that. Then I rebodied the colour reveal doll. Carol's current obsession, she suggested to me that I use one of the cheap China bodies. They're really cheap, they don't cost a lot. They're all articulated and they are a good price, so that's what I did. I've kept her skirt on, and I found this, it's a top from a Made to Move doll, but I thought the blue matched her hair and the orange matched her boots, so I thought that was the perfect top for her. Her boots still fit her, they're the ones she originally comes with. Now, if you're planning on rebodying a colour reveal head, I had a job with it because firstly it's plastic, it's not rubber at all, it is a plasticky thing. So even though I heated it up with a hairdryer, it didn't soften at all. But I managed to pop it off. Once I'd popped it off, there was a spike that pops into there's like a little thing, you can hear it rattling around, a little thing inside the head, held into position with a hole in it, and the spike pops into that hole. Now that's all well and good, but you can't put, well this is a China body, so it's got a nub. It hasn't got the normal mechanism of but it's got, this is what it's like. It's got this sort of attachment the neck has, and I couldn't get it in. I had to use my Dremel to smooth the sides a bit, because at the sides her head has got a seam. You can see it's got a seam all the way around, and I had to use my Dremel to flatten where it was joined together with a hole and a peg inside, because it had come out at the sides and narrowed it too much. So I used my Dremel to flatten that down as much as I could, and then that head did just pop on perfectly. It fitted really well onto this doll. This is the head that was on here. You can see the difference in size, can't you? But the colour is perfect, and she's all articulated now, and she's in her original clothes but without the moulded on top. Yeah, when I put the hairdryer on her, all her streaks disappeared, and so did her lip colour, but it must be cold in here because they've come back now. So that was her. Then my Fairytopia dolls who've had their wash and boil wash. I made this one a skirt because she didn't have one. Again, I made this skirt out of my wired ribbon. I just took the wire all the way out of the bottom and just gathered it at the top and tied it at the back. And then she's got some purple shoes to match. So she's all ready, that's her done. Then these two girls, these are the ones I have doubles of, and so this was the one that was pink. So I've rebodied them onto spare Barbie bodies that I had. I put her in this dress because it's sparkly, but it's not too sort of fairy-ish, if you see what I mean. I wanted her to look like she was going on a night out. She's got some silver shoes on which match the dress really well, I thought, and I thought the sparkles in the top would match the sparkles in her hair. Yeah, she came out really well. I took all her like plaits and things out of her hair. I left her makeup on. Yeah, she was the one who had like moulded on cuffs on her arms, and she's got all moulded on, and tattoos on her body and moulded on legs. So now I can dress her in normal Barbie clothes. That's her, because like I said, I do have a double. Then this is the other Fairytopia one. She was dressed in blue, and I've dressed her as if she's going to the office. She's a very stylish, well, I don't know, maybe she's a CEO, but she's a very stylish one. She's got on her silver shoes, which I love. She's got on this dress, which came from a, I think it was a fashionista who came with more than one outfit. But her hair, she had it in like 2 twists with a thin plait wrapped around each twist. And I took it out and washed it and boil washed it, and it has come out beautiful. Look at that. It's so gorgeous, that hair is. Yeah, absolutely love her. And like I say, she was a double, so rebodied her. Then my Project MC Squared double, this girl, I think she's Adrienne. I rebodied her onto a made to move body that I had. I gave her a couple of plaits. And I put her in this jeans and top with some little black boots. And I thought that I did have a bit of a job putting her head on this body. Because her neck hole is not quite as big as the hole that the made to move head was, I did have to warm it up really well. But it's fine. You know, you can still move it and everything, it's fine. And it does match really well. And actually this top that this doll is wearing, that came from this made to move body. Yeah, so really pleased with her. She looks good, doesn't she? I love her. Really chuffed. And then the Steffi doll that I was going to make the dress for, she's still in the window having her ink removed. Some of it's come off, but it hasn't come off altogether. So I've got her mate, this Steffi, to model the dress for her. I've been making that this afternoon. I got it nearly all done, tried it on her, and I thought, it's no good. I'm gonna have to unpick it and do it again. And I had to do that because the bodice part didn't fit properly. It was I hadn't taken it in, I'd just wrapped it round. Here she is again, moaning. She wants her tea. Say hello to the camera, you moaning Minnie. Here she is, look, she's a mardy old bat, aren't you, Toots? She's a mardy old bat. She wants her tea, don't you, hey? She wants her tea, she does. The trouble is she starts wanting it at about 3 o'clock. She's moaning because she thinks it's tea time. She always thinks it's tea. From about 3 o'clock onwards, if I move, she thinks I'm going to give her a tea. I don't feed them till 5. Yes, so back to the Steffi. I made the dress, got it all finished. I thought, oh, that was ever so quick. And then I thought, it's no good. I had to unpick the bodice from the skirt, take the bodice in. I took it in at the sides here and reattach it. But this bit, this gathering here, literally all I did was gather it about halfway down the bodice, and it's made a nice sort of bra shape. I sewed ribbon on to tie around her neck, so she's got her halter neck, and I gathered up the fabric for the skirt and sewed that in position, which I love. So there she is, and I found some pink shoes. They're not the pink shoes I wanted to put on her, but the ones I wanted to put on her I could only find one of, so unless she's going to hop forevermore, she has to have a different pair, but I thought they'd be alright. Yeah, so that's the dress and shoes that I'm going to put on my newest Steffi doll. Yeah, pleased with her. I thought that looked really nice, and that was suggested to me by my friend Karen, that I do like a 60s style halter neck dress, so that's what I did. Yeah, this here, it's like a sweetheart neckline, isn't it? And it was literally a straight piece of material that I just gathered in the middle there. And I thought that worked so well because she's got, you know, it sort of makes it like a fitted bra piece. So really pleased with that. And then I thought I would open a doll for us. And I chose this girl. It is Michaela's Cocoa Bronzer. I've had her for ages, I have, honestly. I just haven't gotten around to opening her up. I do have a playlist of Project MC Squared dolls that I've opened, and I do have a Project MC Squared collection video if anyone's interested in seeing that. On the back of the box we can see pictures of Michaela there. I know Dale likes this doll, which is why I chose her to open, because he likes her hair clips here. But I like the colours they've used for her, and I actually do like all of the MC Squared dolls. So I'll open her up and then we'll have another look at her, because they do take a lot of opening up. Right, she's out. So in the box we get her flask shaped comb, her like yeah, well, I'd call it a flask, like a chemistry flask shaped comb. And then she gets her cocoa bronzer. You can put your cocoa bronzer in here when you've made it, and this is a sponge you use to apply it. As with all of these experiment dolls, you get the equipment but not the ingredients. You have to provide the ingredients yourself, and you do get the recipe and the instructions and everything with it, but I'm not interested in that. I'm just interested in the doll. So here she is, Michaela's cocoa bronzer. Her legs are quite loose, you can see they've just popped off. They're not falling off, they're okay, but they are very loose. I shall have to yoo-hoo them on. So let's have a closer look at her. You can see she's got glittery eye makeup, she's got the gorgeous inset eyes and rooted lashes. Her hair is nice and long, it's really nice quality, the hair is. She has 3 little clips in her hair there, 1 bow shaped one and 2 that look like normal hair grips. She has no holes for earrings. She's wearing this burgundy pleather top with little faux fur shoulder pieces on. I'm not sure what that's in aid of, but there we go. Must be a fashion statement. She's got this piece of fabric which looks like a shirt but actually isn't a shirt, tied around her waist. It is just a piece of fabric sort of shaped like a shirt. And then she's got this white dress on, and it has clear sequins sewn on it so that when you move it you can see that it's quite shimmery. Yeah, and they are proper sequins sewn all over that. Then she has on her fabulous black and purple shoes. She has the normal articulation of these dolls, which is head, side to side, and you can, you know, the head does move fairly well. You can pose her pretty well there. She has shoulder, elbow and wrist. She has moulded on hands, well, moulded on gloves on her hands. This is something that upsets me. I think if you're going to give a doll with moulded on hands, you should give a normal pair of hands as well. That's what I think anyway. The hands do, in fact the whole arm's popped off, and you can pop them back on again. But her hands will pop off, so if you wanted to swap her hands, you know, for just plain hands, you could do if you've got a doll that's got plain hands. They do just pop on and off. She has articulation at the hip. She can go forward and back and out and in, and she has articulation at the knee. Her legs come off again, but not at the ankle, and she has feet for heels. They don't all have feet for heels, but she has. Yeah, that's... Her dress does Velcro at the back. I lifted the top up and checked. So that was my dolling for today. I hope everyone is well. I'm feeling a bit sad today because it's my son's birthday and obviously I can't be with him, but he's going to video call us later. He works night, so he's been at work all night, come home, he picked his gift up on the way past, we put it outside for him and he collected it. He's gone home to sleep all day, and he's going to ring us when he wakes up and open his presents on camera with us. So, you know, well, that's something, isn't it? Things could be worse, couldn't they? So yes, that was my dolling for today. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.